In the case of the fateful events that took place at the finish line of the Boston Marathon on April 15, 2013, the entire world responded. On that day, marathon race director David McGillivray was confronted with the unthinkable.
I was actually back out at the start in Hopkinton, and I got a phone call saying what had happened at the finish. We rushed right back. I went into the medical tent, and I realized for the first time how serious this was. I got stopped by a police officer, and he said, "Hey, where you going?" And I said, "I'm going up to the finish line." And he said, "No, you're not." And I said, "Well, I'm the race director. Here's my ID." And he said, "It's not your race anymore." Just so emotional to witness all of that. I came home and I saw my family and my 7-year-old son, and he gives me a hug and he said, "Hey, Dad," he says, "I don't want you ever to direct that race again." And I realized for the first time there were a lot of victims, not just those who were physically wounded, but so many other people were victimized by this, even my own family. And then about 2 months later, he came up to me and said, "Hey, Dad, remember I said, I never want you to direct that race again?" And I said, "Yeah, Luke, I remember." And he says, "You know why?" I said, "Why?" I says, "Because I want to direct it." When we invited people back to run in this race again this year, over 5,000 of them signed up right away. They said, "This is our race, we're coming back and we're going to complete what we started." I really believe that through it all, we became stronger than we've ever been.
2013, Boston. Despair. Today, the opposite.
When initially I was asked what I did for a living, I used to mumble that I was a race director. What do they do? Chalk mark in the road, yell go. But now when people ask me what I do for a living, I say I help raise the level of self-esteem and self-confidence of tens of thousands of people in America. And really that's what I think this is all about, because that's the very foundation and basis by which you accomplish anything else in your life. When I cross the finish line, it's not going to be my own accomplishment. It's everyone around me that supported me to get to the finish line.